I know we all got the warm fuzzies because we beat App State, and that was a great team win. And we gave extraordinary effort, showed great resolve, made the plays when it counted, but we made a boatload of mistakes. The difference in athletics between teams is like inches. And the team that shows up hungry, ready to go, and is on point with execution is the team that prevails. For the most part in college football, 98% of the teams can beat anybody or lose to anybody.
After making a statement to open Sun Belt Conference play by conquering the Rock and shocking App State, James Madison had to quickly turn its attention to Texas State in Game 4.
We just been preparing, taking it day by day, looking at the film, being able to go back and correct our mistakes from the last game, and being able to move forward.
Despite just 4 wins a year ago, Texas State is a team that finished second in the West Division and had their most wins since 2014. This year, the Bobcats come into the game with the Dukes at 2-2 after their first shutout in 8 years.
All day. Let's go. Hey, 2, 4, 2, 1, 2, 3.
When we hit that field, get ready for the opening kickoff. Everything we do has to be done with urgency, energy, and intensity. We got to up the standards, keep the standards high. We can provide an energy level they can't match. We have that in us, an energy level, an intensity, a will that they can't match. Trust me. Let's bring it the first play to the last play. Let's go!
The receivers for the handoff. Nope, it's a keep for Todd Centeo, and he rolls into the end zone, nearly untouched. Football complete, then knocked up in the air, picked off by Torres Jones. Sam Kidd the hit. Now a high snap goes over his head into the end zone.
With Texas State, it was going to be like a rainy game, so it was going to be a lot of tip balls and fumbles. So I was reading QBIs, and as soon as he released the ball, one of the guys tipped it, and I caught it. And I saw nothing but green grass, and the guys at D-line, they was blocking for me.
Tip moves up in the air, picked up by Jalen Walker again to the 15, spins, stays on his feet, has a convoy, he scores! Touchdown, Jalen Walker! It's going to be up in the air. Chris Thorne goes up high and makes the catch. Fumble, but Latrell will pick up out of the air and get in for 6. It's a big pull. He dives for the end zone. He's in. Touchdown, James Madison.
We have a room full of backs, and none of us are selfish. So whoever has a hot hand has a hot hand.
Latrell Palmer, he takes a hit but gets into the end zone. Touchdown, James Madison. Latrell Palmer with his first 3-touchdown game on the ground. James Madison leads wire to wire, give up a touchdown on the final play of the game, but it doesn't matter. Another dominant performance for James Madison as they remain undefeated. They are now 4-0 after rolling to a 40-13 victory over Texas State.
4-0. One more week, another week. Get to 5-0. Here we go.
Both those guys sang the song. That's 2 in a row for Jalen. You know, he's at the right place at the right time. And, you know, when you fly around and do your job and whip them up front, you got a chance really to make those kind of plays on defense.
Me and Torres, we're like brothers on the field and off the field. So we just steady building the chemistry, and we just play fast together.
It is a friendly competition because that just rises both our play and being able to get the ball. If both of us are having that mindset, that helps our defense and our offense out, being able to have short fields for them to be able to score.
You know, TJ, he's like a bigger brother than me, so we play fast, we play together. He helped me out sometimes, and we'll be a great duo for the next 3 years.
Behind another dominant defensive effort and JMU scoring in all 3 phases, James Madison made it 4 straight wins to start their FBS era as they cruised to a 40-13 victory over Texas State.
I think we played really well in the Texas State game, especially considering the weather.
That type of weather really helps the defense, but it can hinder the offense. Obviously, we'll not be able to throw the ball as well with wind and rain and stuff like that, and also special teams.
What was the recruiting pitch when you were where you were, and then what is your recruiting pitch in a new conference now?
Well, before it was there's 5 places in the country you can win a national championship any given year in Division I. And that was Alabama, Clemson, Ohio State, North Dakota State, and JMU. And now with the BCS expanding to 12 teams here soon down the road, it's going to be, we want to play college football playoff.
We're going to Arkansas. I ain't never been, so it's my first time going. I hope some of y'all going to be there. Duke Nation, we going to be there, so I hope to see you there.
The 5th test for the Dukes is another road trip as JMU scores off against a team they've never faced and a place they've never been. The first ever meeting between James Madison and Arkansas State at Centennial Bank Stadium in Jonesboro, Arkansas.
Calm night. If you look at the sky, it's beautiful out here, so we're going to see what it look like tomorrow at 6 o'clock.
The Red Wolves come in 2-3 and 1-1 in the Sun Belt, but it's a program with great tradition and history, having made 9 straight bowl games from 2011 to 2019, and they already have as many wins as a year ago with second-year head coach Butch Jones. This game starts a challenging stretch for JMU, with 4 of their next 5 games away from Bridgeforth Stadium.
Every week you make a statement, it's next week's news. Now, are we going to make a statement, or are we just going to make a comment? We got to be disciplined. No undisciplined penalties. But we got to be physical, fast, and relentless. They got to feel what we got, early and often.
Pass for Blackman. Gets hit from behind, he's sacked!
As the game went on, I just felt more and more comfortable, like I said, and I was able to get a read on some of the things they were trying to do and some of the formations they were doing it out of, so I was able to really play fast and play free without thinking too much on the field.
Left side, wide open, Solomon Van Horst, the wheel route. It is going to go for 6, but there is a penalty flag. It might go against A-State, though. It could be roughing the passer. Goal from the 10 for Dodson Taylor. Snap back to him. Steps up the pocket, fills the pressure, flies over the middle, diving catch by Devin Ravenel. He's got it! Touchdown, James Madison!
I felt very confident going into it just because, I was ready. The week before, I didn't have the opportunity to really play as much as I wanted to just because I was just coming back off a little injury. I was just confident going into the game, and I felt like throughout the game I just became more and more confident.
Here's a give. Percy bounces outside the 15 to the 10. Percy, 5, dives! He's in! Touchdown, James Madison!
It was 4th and 1, and we got called over to the sideline, and I knew what we were going to do. We've been emphasizing all week that we got to get the 4th and 1, we got to get the 3rd and 1, the short yardage, we have to get it. And I went out there and executed. And I remember the play vividly. I remember a ball was snapped, Tidy gave me a perfect handoff, and then next thing you know, I'm going downhill. Someone gets in my way, and it's 4th and 1. You gotta do what you gotta do to get the first yard, and yeah, we're on the point of attack.
Hand off to Percy, has a first down and more. He breaks the tackle to 20, 15, step over the 10, stays on his feet, and gets in! Touchdown! Percy, a day, Obase, from 26 yards out, TD, JMU! They rush just 4 this time, get to him, and sack him back at the 13-yard line! James Carpenter tackled on the play by number 44. They're loving this football game. He sheds a tackle at the 15-10, Painter down the right sideline, gets in, touchdown, JMU! Drew Painter, a play-action pass from Todd Centeio. Todd Centeio kneels it down one final time, and James Madison comes on the road to defeat Arkansas State 42-20.
And attendance tonight, 6 o'clock, October 29th. No feel good, baby. Let's go.
Hey, Madison, hey, Madison. Hey, we are the Dukes of JMU. Hey, hey, hey.
I think we performed very well overall. I feel like our physicality was there in the trenches on both sides of the ball, and I just feel like we played as a team, which is a big part. Defense was meshing together. They were firing on all cylinders, offense as well, and you could see that everyone was motivating everyone to make a play and to play their hardest.
Good win on the road. All wins on the road are good wins. Did a lot of good things in this game. Thought Arkansas State was a much improved football team with some playmakers. You know, tight ends had a big game. Percy, KT, Toddy. Defensively, a lot of Torres Jones, I think, career high in tackles. Ukwu. A lot of good performances out there. So it's good to be 5-0 and get ready for the next one.
Lastly, James Madison enters the poll at number 25, off to a 5-0 start. Not bad for their first season at the FBS level.
On Sunday, what was kind of your thought process or the feelings you felt when you saw that top 25 appearance?
Oh yeah, I mean, obviously, you know, you're excited. Your first year as an FBS school and you're already ranked in the AP top 25, but that's not our goal, you know. So, I mean, we want to be number one for real. So, I mean, it's exciting to be top 25, but that's not the goal of the season.
It's amazing to be ranked. I mean, this is something, that I knew that we had 100% because I know what type of ball we play here at JMU, but it's not something that I expected to happen so fast.
We came from the FCS, and we always believed that FCS teams were still playing good football, and I feel like this is just a culmination of that belief, where like it supports or solidifies what we already knew coming into the season, that FCS plays good football too, and I feel like we're really a representation of that, but it's something that if we don't keep winning, it's not going to stay. So obviously the goal is to keep winning throughout the entire season.
For the third time in 4 weeks, undefeated JMU is preparing for another road trip, but this time the Dukes are doing it as a ranked FBS team, as James Madison made its debut in the AP Top 25 for the first time in program history at number 25.
We go to Georgia. Last week we was in Arkansas. We on Georgia. We on Texas number 6. Hope to see y'all there. Go Dukes, man.
The next business trip for JMU is in Statesboro, Georgia, to play another new conference foe in Georgia Southern. But this is a team that does have history with James Madison. The Dukes and Eagles played for 8 consecutive seasons from 1985 to 1992. But after winning the first matchup in '85, JMU lost the next 7. James Madison faces a much-improved Georgia Southern team that has already matched its win total from last season under first-year head coach Clay Helton, and that does include an impressive victory in Lincoln, Nebraska against the Huskers. JMU can also make history in Statesboro and become the first team to start 6-0 in year 1 of the FCS to FBS transition.
We're going to attack, 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 relentlessly attack. Smart, poison, discipline. We'll make plays, they'll make plays. It'll be a long game. Don't look at the scoreboard. Every play is nothing. Fast, physical, relentless.
Todd Centeio will take off and run, has blockers in front to the 10-yard line, 5, Todd to the near side left, high step through a tackle, it gets in, touchdown, Todd Centeio! route, easily untouched. He'll go for 6. No one went with Centeio. He goes for 13 yards. The goal line is in the end zone, recovered by Georgia Southern, and they've made this a 1-point football game. Kevin Ravenel goes up, dives, and makes the grab near the 25. Snap, good hold. He hits this one well, and he splits the upright. They pick it up. Here's a jump ball. Jordan Swan goes up and makes the pick near the 30-yard line. Keep by Todd Centeio, has a blocker out there. It's Painter. He leads the way, and Todd Centeio gets inside the pylon. Touchdown, James Madison. Goes up for grabs, and it's going to be caught at the 40-yard line. It's a foot race of Maurice Jones with 2 guys on. Short, and he's going to be on the far side, right, breaking tackles down the far sideline as the running back. He gets in for 6. Fire deep on the right sideline for Reggie Brown. Goes up, makes the catch to the 5. PC is in. Georgia Southern going to knock out the 25th ranked Dukes.
Got him the 4th and 10, but didn't get it done. And you're not going to win games making those kind of mistakes and playing that kind of pass defense.
Despite rolling up 675 total yards and quarterback Todd Centeio throwing for a program record 468 yards, JMU could not overcome 4 turnovers, and the Duke's number 2 ranked defense struggled to stop the pass-happy Eagles.
Good practice today. Excited about the opportunity Saturday, homecomings. Sellout crowd, ought to be a great atmosphere. Supposed to be a nice day. Today it was a cold day. Got a really tough challenge with Marshall. Very talented, experienced football team. Talent across the board. It'd be a tremendous challenge.
Homecoming is special to many fans of JMU Nation, but some have longer journeys back to James Madison than others.
Joe Antoni from just north of Ann Arbor, Michigan. Went to school here in 2001. It's about an 8.5-hour drive, and game weekend looks like Friday, take the day off, get packed up, drive down to Harrisonburg, and then get set up 8 a.m. to rock it out in P-Lot. Tailgate tradition is we get a big setup going, big sound system, get a good mix going here, and grill out. Yeah, 4 years as MRD, played tuba, sousaphone, and was DJ here, turntablist. Ran a lot of the parties and had a great time. ISAT major also, so balanced fun and smarts.
What is your all-time favorite memory or game here?
That probably would be a little bit after I graduated, would be the App State game when we were down there and we came all the way back and stormed the field. All-time JMU football player. Well, I would say in terms of history, Charles Haley, all right, but in my generation, I would say Rodney Landers.
After 3 of 4 on the road, the 7th test for the Dukes is back inside the friendly confines of Bridgeforth Stadium as JMU returns to Harrisonburg to play in front of a sold-out homecoming crowd against Marshall. The Thundering Herd come to Bridgeforth having lost 3 of their last 4 games after opening with back-to-back victories, including an impressive win at then number 8 Notre Dame. As James Madison looks to rebound from his first loss of the season, more adversity hits the Dukes. Quarterback Todd Centeio suffered an injury during the week of preparation, and after going through warm-ups, Centeio was ruled out and unable to play against Marshall. The spotlight now shifts to redshirt freshman Billy Atkins as he makes his first career start against a Marshall defense that is number 2 in the Sun Belt behind JMU and 3rd in the country on 3rd down.
It's time to go get it back. It's time to go get it back. Ball in the air, we going to get it. Ball in the air, we going to get it. Let's make plays today. Work for your brothers, man.
Atkins steps to the pocket, fires deep on the near sideline. TG makes the catch over his shoulder to 40 and is ran out of bounds near sideline. A snap, Sam gets it down. The kick is up, the kick is away, and the kick is good. Billy looks on the wheel route, gonna fire over the middle. Wide open, Zach Horn at the 3, makes the catch, stumbles in the end zone. Touchdown! The end zone, the PAT though is blocked and picked up. This could be 2 points. Marshall will pick it up, and running it back to the Thundering Herd is EJ. Look from over the middle. Billy steps up, going to throw it deep. It's underthrown. KT comes back and makes the catch to 15. He dances to the 12, to the 11-yard line, and Chris Thorpe helps out Billy Atkins. High snap gets it down, and Camden's kick is good. He nails it. It's now a 2-score lead. Claiborne outside, gets a block and has a room to run to the 50-yard line. There he goes down the far sideline of the 30. I mentioned he was close to breaking one. He does. Ton of time to throw. Left sideline, going to be intercepted on the far side. This time it's Q Reed. He avoids a tackle. A back shoulder fade left sideline. Great route by Gamage. Gets away from Chauncey Logan. He's down the far left sideline, and he will score. They come with a blitz. He gets hit from behind and tackled for a sack back at the 40-yard line by Isaac Ukwu. Slips a tackle. Lost the football near the 5-yard line and picked up by James Madison. Carried by Labor. Sensational play by Micah Abraham, and that might do it.
Open week coming at a good time. We really need it. We've gotten 7 or 8 guys, key guys banged up the last 2 weeks, but disappointing result against Marshall. Give them a lot of credit for doing what they had to do to win the game.